everyone, welcome back to CBPW Uproar. I'm Veda Scott.
And I'm Speedball Mike Bailey.
And we are wasting no time. We're getting started right away. We got a lot to cover, and we are just days away from Flip the Script 2.
Introducing first, from Oshawa, Ontario, weighing in at 178 pounds,
Andrew Love, continuing on this, I guess you'd really call it a return tour of crossbody pro wrestling. We've seen Andrew back here for Uproar a number of times, but he's bringing a new attitude, Mike.
Veda, I think you could call it a parade. He's here to show off all the skills, all the talents that he accrued over the last few months.
Accrued is a good word, Mike.
Thank you. I think it's a very cromulent word. I'm trying to embiggen my vocabulary.
But today, Andrew Love has a big test ahead of him. Someone who's really been on a roll lately here at Uproar. Ah! Right past me.
240 pounds, Mikey Jenkins!
Veda, Mikey Jenkins, I got to work with him 2 times over the previous episodes of Crossbody Pro Wrestling. Wrestled him in a 4-way, and he was my partner when we took on Crystal Moon, Mark Shaw, and Raging Husher. And I was very impressed with Mikey Jenkins. Even after seeing him in the Crossbody Pro Wrestling Uproar ring for so long, I was still impressed in there with him.
Did you actually get to witness Mikey Jenkins empty the entire Prime Energy fridge directly down his throat? It seems like that's what happened here.
In like 30 seconds, it was wild.
Just guzzling that Prime. But no, Mikey Jenkins, like you said, has nothing but upside here at Uproar. And headed towards Flip the Script 2, a big opportunity going to be in a 4-way match to potentially become the Crossbody Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
It should be noted that Mark Shaw won the Crossbody Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion from Mikey Jenkins' former mentor, Pretty Ricky Wilde.
Jenkins not letting off the intensity into the lockup. Oh, and shoves Love down to the ground. Now, as we said, Mikey Jenkins, he's always fired up. But it feels like knowing that he's going into this match with Mark Shaw, and just this ongoing hostility with Mark Shaw, he seems more intense than usual, if that's possible.
I don't think that's possible. However, he's got his work cut out for him against Andrew Love, who is undoubtedly looking to stop Mikey Jenkins' momentum.
Yeah, if Love can get a win over Jenkins headed into Flip the Script 2, I mean, that's huge.
Andrew Love shooting Jenkins off the ropes.
Ball. Big tackle by Mikey, who takes off. Wait a second. Love looking for the hip toss. It gets denied, and Andrew Love gets tossed.
Beautiful arm drag by Mikey Jenkins.
Whoa. Again, always impressive strength on the part of Jenkins. And now a cover. See, this right there, Mike, this is where the one thing that I think Mikey Jenkins needs to tighten up a little bit in his game, if I can coach him for a second here. He didn't go for that cover immediately. He was all fired up. Sometimes he gets a little unfocused.
A big part of pro wrestling is knowing how and when to manage your energy.
Well, and to that point, Andrew Love was able to get a jump on Mikey, but Mikey overpowers him and follows up with a sliding clothesline. Now, right there, straight into the cover. That's what Mikey needs to do. Andrew Love rolling to the outside. He's holding on to his face.
Mikey Jenkins seemed to be running low on energy already. You gotta wonder, all that showboating, all that fire he brings, all that excitement he brings in his entrance, does that take away from his energy in the match?
Got hot-shotted over the top rope. Jenkins is reeling, and Love able to pop off a flying axe handle a cover.
And then asks the rhetorical question, who's the man?
Many in the crowd would agree that actually Mikey Jenkins is the man, and it is in fact his town. Don't ask questions that you don't want to know the answers to.
Many lessons to be learned here for Andrew Love. However, something to teach as well.
This is what I'm talking about, Mike. This is what we've seen. Oh, that was a nice kick. This is what we've seen out of Andrew Love since he returned to crossbody. It's a new level of confidence, but it's also a new level of arrogance.
And it certainly seems to be working out for him thus far.
Well, he promises he's not going to ever do that again. Oh, he did it again!
Immediately.
I don't think that was a real promise. Just disrespect to Mikey Jenkins.
Oh, fires back. Big chops. Oh, once again, Andrew Love going right to the eyes, much to the discontent of our official Stephen Hamill.
He again promised that he's not going to do that again, but I don't trust him now. Cover by Andrew Love. Again, an interesting dynamic here, as we've mentioned. Love, he's been away from crossbody for quite a while, has recently returned, become part of Uproar. Mikey Jenkins has been part of Uproar from the beginning. We've seen his growth. And now with this championship opportunity, well, but Mikey is really unstable on his feet. Went for the axe handle again and got stopped.
Oh. Now Mikey Jenkins.
Ah! A little scary when he gets like this.
He got his groove back.
But this is what he's going to need to defeat someone like Mark Shaw. Although, well, oh, big German suplex. The match upcoming at Flip the Script 2, it's a little bit different, Mike.
It absolutely is. He will not only need to bring his wrestling skill, but also his knowledge of Christmas music.
Whoa. Oh, almost puts Love through the canvas into a cover.
At Flip the Script, it will be a musical, over-the-top, four-way elimination. I don't know what to call it, but you're eliminated if you don't successfully remember the lyrics to a Christmas song.
Well, it looks like Andrew Love is about to be eliminated from this match. Jenkins coming in hot. Looking for that power bomb. Oh, Andrew Love drops behind into a cover. Version of a sunset flip.
Oh, Mikey Jenkins with a backslide, too.
Love now, crucifix, holding on, but Jenkins still kicks out. Now Love.
Double underhook.
Oh, but Jenkins just too strong. But wait a second, Andrew Love held on, and this time Jenkins drops to his knees.
Here's your winner, Mikey Jenkins!
Extremely close contest, back and forth, especially at the end there. But Mike, this is what I've been talking about. Andrew Love, since returning to crossbody, has been nothing but impressive.
He's been motivated. He's strategized. He's put his best foot forward, but Mikey Jenkins.
You got to imagine Mikey Jenkins needed this win, headed towards Flip the Script 2.
Where he will have a chance to become the Crossbody Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
Andrew Love disagreeing with the official, but no, we saw it. Shoulders to the mat. Mikey Jenkins gets the 1, 2, 3.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Hamilton, Ontario, weighing in at 210 pounds, the Messiah of the Face Buster, J.T. Kirk!
JT Kirk out here for singles action. Someone else we've seen trying to just regain his footing within crossbody week after week on Uproar.
Veda, this match is make or break for JT Kirk, who fought a valiant effort against Abu in his last outing, but came out on the losing end of that match.
Introducing next his opponent. From Shelburne, Ontario, weighing in at 320 pounds, representing the promotion, Grizzly Mack!
Now, although this is singles competition, JT Kirk's opponent here, Grizzly Mack, is someone who we've most frequently been seeing in tag team competition. You can see with the jersey repping the team, the commotion alongside Travis Moore has made a huge impact on the tag scene here at Crossbody, but still looking to secure those titles.
He's got those gloves on, Veda. You know what happens when the gloves come off.
That's what that means. I've never known that. You can fight.
You could fight, that's right.
Wow. We are just learning so many new things here on Uproar.
It's because you're not from Canada, Veda.
Oh, gloves are off. He's running in.
Looking for the brawl, but JT Kirk grabbing an ankle.
Ooh. Kirk able to turn around using any means necessary. Now, JT Kirk, this is not a small athlete at all. He's used to being the bigger man in a match. But now up against Grizzly Mack, JT Kirk's got to make up that size disadvantage.
Using that boot to his advantage. Double knees.
Not the face. Whoa.
Oh. Facebuster number 1 was countered into that stomp by Grizzly Mack.
Mack looks to be back in control here. Dropping Kirk and following up with a slap to the back. Cover by Mack. And with a handful of hair, Grizzly Mack dragging Kirk back up, and Kirk breaks out. One shot sends Kirk reeling, but no, JT's still in it. Oh, and that took him down.
We have an obvious power and size advantage for Grizzly Mack, but JT Kirk will not let himself get overtaken easily.
Here comes Mack. Avalanche in the corner. Oh, but Grizzly not done yet. Tossing Kirk into the center of the ring.
It's the ropes again.
Wow.
Oh! Rolling senton.
Ooh, what a big splash. Just a 2 count.
JT Kirk still able to continue.
Yeah, Grizzly Mack trying to come up with something here. We've seen this before. Starts out with this full Nelson. It looks like JT Kirk has seen it as well. Had that scouted.
Back elbow.
Big combination by Kirk.
Very nice leg kicks.
Oh!
The knees to the back of the head.
And the face to the canvas. Oh, but Kirk not done yet. Springing into a leg drop. And now the pinfall. Not enough.
JT Kirk able to string in some offense on Grizzly Mack.
Mack slow to get back up. Kirk right there to meet him. Now it was Kirk looking for a full Nelson of his own. Mack able to free himself.
Mack back to the full
Whoa!
Nelson.
Into the slam. Grizzly Mack for the win. And that's it. Grizzly Mack. Huge singles victory, proving his versatility as both a singles and tag wrestler. Looks like the commotion is back on the winning side of things.
The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall.
All right, now we are switching direction a little bit from singles competition and now diving into our tag team division here at Crossbody.
Introducing first, from the GTA, Lionheart, Mikey Truth, Takedown Kid, Jackson Roy,
Mike, we talked about how the commotion has been looking for tag team gold. The exact same thing can be said about Dynasty.
Since their debut, ever since their first ever appearance on Uproar, Dynasty have made their goals clear. They want tag team gold.
And all of these teams have come close a number of times. And actually, I think we're about to see a team facing Dynasty who, well, it's a bit of a heartbreaker, but they were our most recent crossbody tag team champions.
Heartbreaker is certainly the right word, Veda. What a beautiful story.
Over the rainbow, Laurel Cassidy, the Otaku Nilo Reyes, Kawaii Kids!
The Kawaii Kids, Laurel and Nilo, invisible high fives for everyone.
Because you never know. Sometimes the front row is full of ghosts.
And ghosts love the Kawaii Kids. But how could you not? Yeah, these are former tag team champions. We watched their growth, their journey through all these 2 seasons of Uproar. It was a heartbreaker to see them lose the tag titles, but I think it's really only a matter of time until they are right back in contention again.
Veda, you and I have great affection for the Kawaii Kids, not only for their tremendous success as a tag team, but also when I got to share the ring with Nilo in that 4-way, he basically had the match won. If it hadn't been for Crystal Moon pulling the official Hamill outside of the ring, Nilo might have won that match.
It feels like it always comes down to Crystal Moon.
Right. If Crystal Moon didn't cause mischief, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Not really, but I get the general vibe. But right now, Nilo and Laurel, they need to focus on Dynasty. It looks like they're going to start out with Jackson and Nilo.
And speaking of vibes, it's much different in either of these corners. Dynasty, focused, completely indifferent to how the audience may or may not feel about them. The Takedown King doing just that.
Yeah, these are 2 very strong individuals in Nilo Reyes and Jackson Roy. Nilo doing whatever he can to free himself from this waist lock, and he's done it, snatching a wrist lock. With Laurel cheering him on, Nilo in control. But wait a second, Roy able to reverse things into a wrist lock of his own. Nilo struggling to get out of this. Roy transitioning into a hammerlock. Oh, but now a headlock cinched on Nilo. Got to figure something out here, and he's done it. He snatches the waist. And now a headlock of his own. Nilo Reyes in control. Oh, tackle, but it doesn't take Roy down.
The Takedown King, known to stand his ground as well as take people down. But Nilo
Whoa!
has shown time and time again that he is not to be underestimated when it comes to fundamentals, when it comes to grappling, wrestling.
That's my favorite part!
Oh, Jackson Roy. What a party pooper.
And now Roy taking control, but Nilo, not to be outdone. Big combination and a tag. Laurel is legal. Series of splashes and a crossbody. Laurel putting everything into it. Whoa, sweeps the leg.
Steps in to an Oklahoma roll.
Holding on to the pinfall. Roy kicks out, but Laurel is right there and she is undeterred. The resiliency of Laurel Cassidy has really just been a constant story here on Uproar.
Nilo tags himself back into the match.
Nilo Loading up a big slam, but wait a second. Roy out from behind and just clobbers Nilo.
Shot behind the head.
Whoa. Big knee to the gut. Still keeping hold of Nilo. Keeping control of Nilo. Jackson Roy wrestling a very smart match here. Whoa, and a huge gut wrench. Cover on Nilo. But not enough. Roy gator rolling into the corner. That is a smart strategy, keeping control of your opponent, and now the tag to Mikey. Big combination by Dynasty and a cover.
Nilo able to kick out. Mikey just not calling his shot. Oh!
Knees to the back of the head. And now a new strategy by Mikey, grinding down on Nilo and also keeping him as far as possible away from Laurel Cassidy.
Mikey Truth keeping Nilo facing towards his corner. Ah.
Yeah, just mocking Nilo.
Grabbing the
Ew.
fingers. Oh! Snapping the fingers of Nilo.
Oh, and now Mikey Truth grinding his knuckles into the ribs. Is he biting him? No. Okay. Gosh. You never know. Mikey Truth is scrappy.
He is
never
very
know.
scrappy, but also, much like all other members of Dynasty, he is a submission specialist. We've seen him use a Moodle lock. We've seen him use this double armbar variation here.
Nilo is in trouble. He's got to somehow get out of this submission. Oh!
Into a pin. Nilo able to roll his shoulders off the canvas.
Truth, though, right there, staying in control. Well, but Nilo with a burst of strength and
Got his bell rung there. Mikey Truth with a cravat.
Jackson Roy legal once again. Quick tags on the part of Dynasty, staying in control.
Oh! Jackson Roy tried to body slam Mikey Truth onto Nilo, but Nilo with the knees up.
Roy doing whatever he can to keep Nilo from making that tag.
Nilo has been in the ring for a long time. He needs to make that tag to his partner, Laurel Cassidy.
And there was a tag, but it's on the side of Dynasty. That's no help to Nilo. Mikey Truth, dropkick to the face, and Roy following up with a huge splash.
Successful tag team combination this time.
Truth with the cover, and Nilo, another burst of adrenaline, a burst of resiliency, but still unable to get over and make that tag.
Mikey Truth with a hold of Nilo once again.
Laurel not just on the apron waiting for the tag, but also cheering for Nilo, making sure that he knows that the entire crowd is giving him their energy.
Mikey Truth going for a camel clutch here.
Trying to cinch this on. Nilo is doing whatever he can to fight it, and wait a second. Nilo was able to get to his feet, and Truth had to reposition.
Every time Nilo is able to maneuver himself back to his feet, he gets pushed back into Dynasty's corner.
And notably, Dynasty makes the tag, gets the fresh guy in.
Jackson Roy sliding across the ring. Oh, double boot by Nilo.
But
now it's his chance.
There's Mikey Truth. Mikey Truth trying to stop Nilo, and whoa!
Jawbreaker by Nilo.
This is it. This is an opening.
Nilo climbing onto the second rope.
Nilo has had enough. Wait a second. Nilo up on the shoulders of Jackson Roy. Ooh. double stomp Doomsday, and that's it. What? Laurel breaks it up.
Laurel runs across the ring to break the cover. Now Jackson Roy takes a swing at Laurel.
Laurel truly had enough. Taken to the ring but got taken down, and there was another tag.
Tag back in. Dynasty's just going back and forth.
Tag after tag. It's Jackson Roy legal now, but again, that is smart strategy. Another tag. Oh! Spearing Nilo, but speared him into his own corner. Laurel was able to finally make the tag.
But Laurel is still under the impression that Jackson Roy is legal.
Yeah, I don't think she realizes it. I mean, I don't blame Laurel. She is fired up. But yeah, it's Mikey Truth who was legal. Taking out the knee. And a low bulldog. Laurel Cassidy is running wild. But watch out for Mikey Truth.
Mikey Truth, who was waiting his turn, sent head over heels. Now back fist by Laurel.
Laurel takes off. Flying hip check. And a cover. And she did it.
Here are your winners, the Kawaii Kids!
The Kawaii Kids with a victory over Dynasty, and it feels like to me they really needed that win. And Laurel Cassidy, very, very impressive. But let's also give it up to Nilo Reyes. Resilience as always, but that is a big win for Laurel and Nilo. Despite the best efforts of Dynasty, it's the Kawaii Kids with a victory here in tag team action on Uproar. Not the chairs.
Contest is scheduled for one fall.
And we're back. It is officially time for the main event.
Introducing first, from the Dark City, weighing at 150 pounds, representing the commotion, Travis Moore!
Now, in an earlier contest here, we got to see the other half of the commotion. We got to see Grizzly Mack in action. Now in our main event, Travis Moore looking to make it 2 for 2 in commotion victories here on this episode of Uproar.
Grizzly Mack with a quick victory against JT Kirk. Travis Moore is undoubtedly looking to do the same.
Yeah, but Moore has a huge test ahead of him. Someone who is more focused and more, I don't even want to call it anger at this point, because anger makes it seem like it's not justified to me. When I'm talking about, of course, Matthew Grant. It's rage, it's frustration, it's emotion. But I think it is completely justified.
Shank City, weighing at 155 pounds, the Standard, Matthew Grant!
There is certainly no love lost between Crystal Moon and Matthew Grant, who have been going after each other for most of the year here in Crossbody Pro Wrestling.
And that really culminated. Crystal Moon is now our crossbody internet champion, a title that Matthew Grant held proudly, a title that he said he was going to be the best internet champion of all time. That promise was cut short, and it got really personal. Crystal Moon going so far as to attack Matt Grant's family. So like I said, yeah, there's anger, but I feel like it's coming from a place that we can really understand.
When Matthew Grant and I just a few weeks ago fought for the #1 contendership at the internet title, Crystal Moon decided to get involved.
But in the end, Matthew Grant now stands as the #1 contender to the Internet Championship, which means that he is about to step into the ring once again with Crystal Moon.
That's right, and he has certainly earned my respect. But speaking of big matches, the Commotion, Travis Moore and Grizzly Mack at Flip the Script will also get a chance at the Tag Team Championship, currently in the possession of Brother Earth and Tyler Thomas. Commotion, Kawaii Kids Dynasty, and the currently unnamed tag team, Brother Earth and Tyler Thomas, will go at it.
Yeah, big championship implications. There are 3 teams that have been looking to get their hands on gold, as meanwhile, Brother Earth and Tyler Thomas, they want to extend that reign. Huh? Oh!
Travis Moore with a hold of the fingers of Matthew Grant.
I didn't know where that was going, and it went in a disgusting direction, bending back the fingers. But Grant able to reverse into a hammerlock. And now a takedown.
Into the neck crank by Matthew Grant.
Official checking, but Moore not giving up.
Veda, to me, Travis Moore and Matthew Grant are 2 very similar wrestlers in that they often are on the losing end of the size comparison with their opponents, but they never let that get in the way. They refuse to make it a disadvantage.
Yeah, they are both 2 wrestlers who really have learned not only to overcome that, but they use it to an advantage. It's their quickness, it's their agility. We're seeing it right here out of both of them.
It is their scrappiness, their willingness to use their bodies as weapons. As Travis Moore runs back first into the corner.
Grant was looking to take a big risk. Moore got out of the way, but the leg gets kicked out. Big combination by Matthew Grant into a senton.
Landing right on the lower back of Travis Moore.
Moore able to roll out of the ring. But here comes Grant.
Oh!
High fives for everyone. Crystal Moon doesn't give high fives. See, that's why he would be the best internet champion. A champion of the people on the internet.
Crystal Moon have just stolen that little girl's candy or something.
Let's take a trip to the Red Hill Valley.
Now up on the shoulders goes Travis Moore. This could be over really quickly, but wait a second. Moore out from behind. Sends Grant into the corner. Grant gets the boot up.
Grant now on the second rope.
Oh!
Caught into an atomic drop. Travis Moore now with a diving headbutt.
And a cover. Moore almost securing a clean sweep for the Commotion here on Uproar. But no, Matthew Grant's still in it. You got to imagine Grant. Well, actually, neither of these two want to go in to Flip the Script 2 on a loss, but Matthew Grant especially cannot show any sort of weakness to Crystal Moon. She will capitalize.
Both of them are chasing championships. I think Travis Moore doesn't want to show any weakness to his partner, Grizzly Mack.
Oh, but look at this. Matthew Grant just absorbing these chops and firing back with a flurry of his own. Ooh. To the back. And drops the elbow. Travis Moore turning this match around and looking for a cover.
When we see the Commotion, we often see Grizzly Mack using Travis Moore as a weapon, but now that Grizzly Mack is not here, Travis Moore sending his own body through the air.
He's using Travis Moore as a weapon.
Travis Moore using Travis Moore as a weapon.
Oh, Grant. Again, there's that quick evasion into a cover. Grant in a corner, and this time the boot got caught.
Oh, takedown by Travis Moore. Kicking out the arm of Matthew Grant.
Now it's Moore on the offensive. Oh, big brainbuster.
Beautiful control there for the cover.
That could be it. Still just a 2 count.
Travis Moore.
He's having a moment here to collect himself and also collect the digits of Matthew Grant. Ew. Again, I thought it was Mikey Truth who was doing the biting. No, it's Travis Moore. Oh, no. Yuck.
Cleaning his
Oh,
his
don't
mouth
put
guard.
it back. Oh, gosh. I didn't realize that Grizzly Mack was the hygiene king of the commotion, but without Mack out here, Travis Moore is just doing whatever.
Oh, back senton splash.
Here we go. 2. Just a 2 count.
Travis Moore doing a fantastic job dismantling the #1 contender for the Internet Championship in Matthew Grant.
Well, and Speedball, as you know, from just facing Matthew Grant, this is the only way that you can beat him. You gotta break him down. And you actually weren't even able to beat Matthew Grant.
We went to a draw before Crystal Moon got involved. But there are few opponents that I've had who showed as much heart as Matthew Grant, who eats a huge roundhouse kick to the jaw.
Grant out on the apron, Moore standing over him. Oh, what is this? This is dangerous. Oh,
On the apron, Travis Moore could be thinking pile driver.
trying to hook the arms. Matthew Grant looking to fight out any way that he can. Up on the shoulders goes Travis Moore. And oh!
Death Valley driver on the apron.
I wouldn't even call that on the apron, Mike. That was like head and neck on the edge of the apron. Absolutely disgusting. But Matthew Grant always willing to do whatever is necessary.
Once again, both of these competitors completely fearless.
Now, if I'm Crystal Moon and I'm watching this, I'm a little concerned. This is a newfound intensity out of Matthew Grant. Grant with a missile dropkick launching Travis Moore.
And we see Aaron Grant watching on from the doorway, who has been more than just an innocent bystander in the feud between Matt Grant and
Well,
Crystal Moon.
I would actually venture to say that she's attempted to be a bystander only. It's been Crystal Moon who's really dragged her into this, and a cover by Grant.
Travis Moore able to kick out.
Well, and this is where Matthew Grant needs to stay in charge of these emotions. You have to imagine if he is this frustrated against someone like Travis Moore, he's going to be even more emotional when he gets in the ring with Crystal Moon at Flip the Script, and this is where he needs to stay collected. He needs to stay controlled. Whoa!
Top rope double foot stomp. Travis Moore falls up with a flying headbutt.
That's the opening that Moore needed. Finley roll. Whoa!
Oh! Matthew Grant, fireman's carry once again.
Moore is doing anything he can to fight out of this.
Oh!
Just dropping Grant. That's gotta be it. Whoa! That was a 2.9.
Very close. Matt Grant somehow digging deep and able to kick out.
Travis Moore trying to come up with a strategy here now. Oh.
Downwards elbows to the neck of Matthew Grant.
Official's got to check on this. The official might have to call this. What? Oh. Oh, I do not want to be Travis Moore right now. There is a look of fury on the face of Matthew Grant, who just absorbed this forearm.
Right to the jaw. Travis Moore smiles in return.
Oh, up on the shoulders, Travis Moore. Elbow after elbow after elbow.
Matthew
Grant's
Grant.
going down. No.
Go to sleep. Oh no, oh no. Oh!
I thought the Death Valley driver on the apron was disgusting. But no, that was disgusting. 2. Just a 2 count.
Travis Moore able to kick out. Both Travis Moore and Matthew Grant will be fighting for gold at Flip the Script. And they are showing us just what that means to them.
Grant now Fired up. Sights locked. I think we're headed down to Shanks. Hey! What is...
Rajan Husher with a hold of Aaron
This
Grant.
is what I'm talking about. Erin was not doing anything. She was watching her husband's match.
And there's Crystal Moon.
She just handed the belt over to Travis. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. Oh!
Dragon suplex. Crystal Moon was trying to get Travis Moore to hit Matthew Grant with the belt. Oh! Diving forearm.
And Grant kicks out. Crystal Moon, absolutely frantic outside the ring with the distraction, and she's trying to give Moore the belt to use, which he doesn't want.
He doesn't want it. He could have just hit Matthew Grant with that championship and won right there.
Up goes Matthew Grant, but wait a second. He's trying to fight it. This is pure desperation and able to send Moore into the corner.
Crystal Moon looking on from ringside. Matthew Grant. Shank!
Matthew Grant with the win, and his eyes are locked on Crystal Moon. Crystal Moon holding that Internet Championship high. I mean, you can see Matthew Grant, eyes are locked on Crystal Moon. And he actually showed respect there at the end for Travis Moore, because this wasn't personal between Grant and Moore. This was just a hard-fought match. If we want to talk about personal, we got to talk about Crystal Moon. We got to talk about Matthew Grant. I don't know what to expect for Flip the Script. It's going to get violent. For Speedball Mike Bailey, I am Veda Scott. We will see you next time.